Who are you?
Well, I'm Rozie Ramati. I'm a musician born and raised in LA. I'm self-taught. I'm a big fan of music. I'm a nerd of music. And I'm really passionate about being an authentic artist in times like these and kind of making art that is reflective of what's going on in the world. Not solely, but I just feel like whatever is most pressing on my heart is what I end up creating. And yeah, that's kind of like what my last release is about a little bit.
Who are you spiritually?
Spiritually, spiritually, I feel like I'm a sprite, like a fairy, kind of. Like I often think about there's just like moments where things hit the light, right?
Mhm.
And it just kind of like flickers off of it and like reflects, and that's what I feel like I am.
I will be asking you 10 sets of questions. Are you ready?
Am I timed?
No.
Okay. I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, I'm ready, I'm
Not
ready, I'm ready.
intense, girl.
Take my
I'm
hands
calm.
and make paradise.
Okay.
But, okay.
One, what do you see yourself doing in 20 years from now?
20 years?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a long time. I feel like my dream is to like eventually, oh my God, this is such a big question, but 20 years from now, I would hope that I'm able to kind of elevate the art that I've already made and put out into the world. My dream is to kind of, if I can afford it, like do this whole kind I want to do films for all of my albums and projects, and I feel like that's not something I as an independent artist right now I can achieve, but I'm going to work towards that 20 years from now. And I really want to be able to kind of bridge storytelling and film with music. And I definitely will have a home by then and kids. I've always wanted to be a mom, and I'll definitely have a wonderful garden. That's always been a big goal of mine. Is like I've always been obsessed with the movie The Secret Garden. I want to have that.
Mhm.
So like that 20 years from now, yeah, I'll probably be posted up with my family, having achieved a decent amount, probably too tired to be touring and stuff. I'll probably still be making music, but I feel like you can be a director when you're older, so that's probably what I'll be doing. Yeah.
That's tea. I'll still be drowning the clouds of dew though.
Yes. Oh, I have a video for that. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready.
Number two, what is your lucky number?
3.
Me too.
Yeah, that's a good one. I love 3. That's my girl. She like the first time I started like I don't know, she started popping up for me. I was a synchronized swimmer for like 7 years of my life, and like for some reason everything was threes. Like my hotel room, it was at a national team kind of camp to see if you can make national team, and I was like competing for a national team basically, and so you had to travel to do that. We went to a hotel room. My hotel room was number 3. My cap number was 33, and then like all these things happened, and I wasn't really supposed to make the team, but I ended up making it to the second phase, and it was just like I don't know. Ever since it's been my lucky number. Yeah.
Okay, number three, what do you find most complicated about the world we live in?
Ooh. I think I think communication is so hard. I feel like there's a lot of barriers in communication, and people are always confused by somebody else's kind of intent or what they meant by something. Words can like fuck shit up. And uh to me that's the most difficult thing. And I feel like I don't know, sometimes I wish music was a form of communication as like a primary form of communication, because sometimes sounds can really evoke an emotion, in my opinion, that you can't really evoke through words alone, you know? I feel like communication is really a tough one for sure.
Okay, moving on to number four.
Mhm.
If you can speak to anyone, living or dead, who would it be?
Ooh. Anyone, just one person?
Anyone. Like, can be
Any.
more.
It can be more than one?
Yeah.
Okay. I would definitely. Well, the other day I tweeted that I just want to speak to Brian Eno because I feel like he gets certain things about like the world and like the universe and how it works. I'd like to speak to Brian Eno. I would like to speak to Beyonce and Madonna. Um, and Bjork. Yeah, those are some people that I would really like to speak to. And then my answer to this typically is John Coltrane because
Mm.
he's also just like such a genius. But my reason specifically with uh, Madonna and Beyonce is just like I feel like every day it's a struggle navigating the industry as a woman, and I'm always just watching their interviews because like how they even like show up in an interview and how they interact with like people that were really challenging them like helps carry me. Like I'm just like dang, like these are situations I have to deal with now. It's so weird, but it's like I don't know. Those are the type of people that I definitely would want to talk to. I feel like it's just a matter of like having receiving the guidance so that you can get
Mm.
move forward in the industry because it is really tough. It's a tough one for sure. Yeah. But Coltrane, I just feel like he's a genius. And I don't know, there was like a tape interview of him. I think that like NPR or something like animated. And or maybe it was like PBS, I don't remember, but they animated it and I was like ever since he just like speaks so beautifully. I really want to talk to him one day. And then yeah, Brian Eno just because he's always releasing like books and I'm just like this guy knows what he's like talking about. And also like I'm just like really tickled by the fact that he like his like a big part of his career was just like him walking through an airport and being like they need music like and it needs to be chill and it needs to like match his atmosphere in this environment and like yeah, so I feel like he gets things about the world too that would probably be helpful to I don't know chat with him. I'm always looking for a mentor. I feel like yeah.
For me, I feel like it's Carolyn Polachek. I feel like when she talks like captivates me somehow. It's like, I don't know, you know? It's like,
She's so smart too.
mhm.
She's another genius
Yeah.
walking among us. Like yeah, she's that makes a lot of sense. That's a good one.
Number 5, what do you wish to change in society?
Ooh, so much. I think like fundamentally, I think that I wish that children were kind of better equipped for society. And also, I wish that like society at large kind of like equipped itself like mentally and emotionally properly. I think that is really ridden in certain environments, and that's why people gravitate towards ChatGPT or other things to like ease, whatever difficulties that they're going through. I wish that, there were more people kind of like fighting for the betterment of humanity as opposed to like the betterment of a robot to like give us the illusion of the betterment of humanity, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Number 6,
Okay.
what does artistic integrity mean to you?
Like it's like I was kind of explaining before, it's super hard to maintain your artistic integrity in an environment that basically begs the opposite of you in the music industry. Um, but I think it's what creates real art and real artists and real connection with people that experience the art. Um, but yeah, I think artistic integrity is everything, especially in a time right now. Like that's free speech, and we need to be doing it as much as possible. I feel like the more people are artistically kind of uh, forward, the more it'll be easier to kind of wake up every day and fight back. Art is culture, it pushes culture. So when you stand within your integrity in your art, you're creating a culture
Mm.
wherein people stand within their integrity and you're creating that space. And so I think it's super important because art is like it's what pushes everything. Everything kind of like it gives people the space to experience something when they might not be able to stand there in person and experience it. So, especially with music, you
Hmm.
can listen to music anywhere now. So, yeah.
Number 7, who's your muse?
My muse? Uh, that's a great question. It depends. I think it's interesting because I mean, in my past work, I've always kind of struggled with the fact that I was like trapped by the concept of needing a muse and needing a specific person to be my muse.
Mm.
And although that's like it is such a fun feeling to have a muse. Um, but I've found life to be my muse now. And just like nature, going out on a walk and all of a sudden something just miraculous will happen. And by miraculous, I just mean like a flock of birds will
Mm.
fly by. And I'm just so happen to be listening to a song where I talk about a flock of birds flying by. And I just love playing with life in that way. Like I think
Yeah.
life is really inspiring to me, like the little mundane things. And but yeah, I love just kind of absorbing my environment and putting that into the art.
Question number 8. What is Plum Enthusiast?
So, Plum Enthusiast is essentially a collection of everything that I love. It's still tied to the Rozie Ramati music project, but it's a bit separate because it's kind of like an expansion of that, where I feel like music artists aren't really able to like be more than the music sometimes. And so I wanted to have like a space where I could kind of exist beyond that. And yeah, so like right now, there's a few kind of things going on with Plum Enthusiast. For one, it's an Instagram account that has images from my Tumblr,
Mm.
and I just post it alongside the music to kind of keep my brain going and inspirations going. I love images and I've been a Tumblr girl forever, and I just love kind of collecting things and putting them in a fun little, like, I don't know, collage and stuff. And then I'll usually leave like a little quote or a mantra that kind of carries me through the week and hopefully helps other people as well in the description of each post. And then I'll put my music in the background to like really support, like, okay, we're building a little world that's, yeah, connected to the music, but a little separate. So
Mm.
it's like the Instagram page. And then I'm also passionate about human beings, I feel like it's our rights as human beings to like be treated well, be treated decently. And I went through some difficult stuff personally with the fires in LA and just like being Mexican American in America right now and dealing with like just like the pressure of the political climate is intense. And so I felt like I needed to do something that would relieve me of my anxieties and hopefully in turn relieve other people of their anxieties. So then I made the Plum Enthusiast Testimony Archive on Tumblr, and basically people can contribute to this testimony archive and ask 3 questions. What change do you wish to see in the world? What change do you wish to see in human beings? And what change do you wish to see in art? And it's just like a way to have like an accessible archive for people that are kind of struggling with scrolling and finding the right information about what's going on. I just want to kind of like clean, safe space for people to be able to express their perspective because I know just based on my formal education at UCLA and like what I studied, that it's so, so important to have, testimonies of what people are experiencing so that people that don't want that experience to be heard, you know, don't erase it essentially.
Mm.
So there's that aspect where it's like, okay, we have this humanitarian aspect of Plum Enthusiast, but then it's like, I love fashion, I love clothes. Like down the line, I want to make like Plum Enthusiast clothes and Plum Enthusiast stationery. Like I was saying, I love stationery. And it's also hopefully as well will turn into some sort of production company where I can make my films, make my music videos. If you notice the blinking aisles at
Mm.
the end card says a Plum Enthusiast production, and that kind of comes from like my experience with like making short films and of course making my own music videos and also making so many TikToks and having this kind of like Plum TV, Plum kind of like way of like expressing my identity as an artist all throughout art, not just tied to the music, but all throughout like the mediums that I love. That's kind of like what it is. But I just want it to be also a community and a place where people feel like they can gain the tools that they need in order to move through life as an artist, because to be an artist, it's a way of life as well, and that's kind of what I try to like help people with regards to like plum enthusiasts as well. Is I see also like an educational aspect tied to it, um, that might play into the archive as well. But there's just so many things that, because I'm a self-taught artist and I've built everything that I've done just through sheer will and just love for everything. I want to help other people along the way for sure. And so, yeah, I have a website for it. I have the Tumblr page and the Instagram page, and now a TikTok page because that's how I'm gonna make my TikToks under Plum Enthusiast.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's kind of like the overall gist of it right now. It's obviously in the works and it's just something to be there for now.
Question number 9. What are your favorite songs?
Can I say an album?
Yeah.
Okay, it's Four by Beyonce. It carries me through life. I really love the song School in Life, especially. Um, but that album is just like having its moment for me. I mean, it's always been a moment for me, but right now it's really carrying me. I didn't really connect how, I don't know, uplifting it is. Like I did, like I remember in high school, there was a huge hill at my high school, and it's kind of like it was like an old college campus, my high school, so it's like kind of big. So you'd have to like walk kind of far to go to a next your next class. And I would have to walk up and down this hill, and I would always like listen to like Countdown, like going down the hill, thinking about my next class because my crush was in it, or like Love on Top. And it would just like, I don't know, I was just filled with so much love. And then I would just like, okay, headphones out, like, okay, I'm sitting next to my crush. Like it was just like so cute. I don't know. Like stuff like that. Like
Mhm.
it's just like embedded in my bones at this point from listening to that album so much as a kid. And now I'm like, wow, like I don't know, like I want that feeling forever. Like I want to feel so excited about life and love and going to my next class, you know? Like sometimes like those little moments you forget about them, but music can reawaken it. And it
Mhm.
just makes me feel good to wake up, listen to Beyonce and be like, "Oh, people sing like this, people create like this," you know, like so positively. It's just yeah, it's really great to listen to that album like all the time. It just uplifts me a lot, yeah. Been needing it.
Okay, moving on to the last question. Number 10. What do you have to say to the universe?
Universe. Um, I love you.
I take my hands and back to paradise. I squeeze until I find the music.